Okay, guys, to those watching, I know this is a bit of a surprise of a live stream, but yeah, at the same time, I'm gonna leave the chat open. Today marks the launch of JDM, Japanese Drift Master. And of course, I would start talking about it as soon as this opening is done.
Take your best shot. You tell yourself under so much pressure. No one can ever replace you. You're the only one. 大きな夢を持つ強き心は彼方まで届くように大地を揺らせ。
Okay, now that the intro is out of the way, I would at least say, yeah, if you followed me on a couple of months back, I did cover the prologue, the early access free-to-play version, which was Rise of the Scorpion. This one is the full version. And yes, Sham Embalsodo, yeah, the intro does feel like a normal shonen anime OP. And I also agree alongside Wanderer with regards to that sentiment. I believe that is what they are aiming for. They're not trying to be, they're not trying to be something they're not. In a sense, it is like a homage to the past era of animes, especially the ones that are geared toward men. Because nowadays, anime genres are either isekai, rom-com, or your usual eroge. We just have to face facts with regards to those. And genres that are originally geared for us, for example, like the good old days of Initial D, the unspoken, unheard of versions of Wangan Midnight. You don't see that anymore. MF Ghost is the best example of a bad example. Alright? There, I said it. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate on my own personal feedback about it. Which is because it's true. So, with regards to the ambiance, the vibe of JDM, Japanese Drift Master, here on the main menu, not much of a difference compared to the early access version. By the way, my thoughts here, I am coming in here with a clean slate, but I did see some gameplay footage from those who played the early access version, and I would have to say the protagonist of the main game is much better than the free-to-play early access version. By a long shot, not just by a mile, but by 10 kilometers better. But would it be somewhat as good as always out of the loop Fujiwara, overly obsessed car maniac Akio Asakura, or super English cardboard boy Kanata? Well, we'll just have to see. The only thing that I know that is a running theme here is the fact that because the main character, the lead character, is not Japanese by nature, yes, they're doing the gaijin route. People cannot pronounce his original name normally. His name, by the way, is Tomasz. He's Polish, which I would at least say it's the first time I have ever heard of a Polish protagonist in an anime. Normally, you would hear he's from Germany, he's from somewhere in Europe, undisclosed, but normally it's Germany or Britain. Or sometimes the protagonist, the foreign protagonist, is American. I will have to say, going the Polish route is a daring move. And let's actually go to the options for a moment. And I would at least say this one has one of the most in-depth... wait, where's... There we go. This one has one of the most in-depth language supports ever. We got English, we got Polish, of course, Polski. We have Japanese, we have French, we have Italian, we have Deutschland, we have Spanish, we have Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, I believe this is Russian, and Chinese, simplified, I think, or I got it the other way around. We got Korean, Turkish. Is this another variant of Russia, or am I mistaking one Russian for another? But case in point, really big language support here. But then again, we're just talking about UI, which is a big step, by the way, because other games, especially AAA games, they only have up to 3 languages, I think. Yeah, I am looking at you, the Crew Motorfest. English, French, and Japanese. I believe that's what they have done back then in the Crew Motorfest. So yeah, I am looking at you with a big ass dead stare. How can this indie game have better language support than a AAA game? Oh, there we go. Thank you for at least for the clarification. One is Ukrainian, one is Russian. Okay, so going back, so obviously, because I am starting out fresh, I have zero access to any of the other parts, like the changing cars, the car setup, challenge mode, tuner shop. We have to jump straight to the career. So there are 2 ways to access the careers. Either you click the S15 here, or you just have to click on Drift to Ikimasho. By the way, unlike the demo, this one has licensed vehicles. Unfortunately, Toyota is not one of them for obvious reasons. Mitsubishi, a close second. Alright, so one of the famed, how can I say this, the famed features that is not game related that JDM does good is it does what Initial D did back then, but kinda better. This is not just a manga, it's a freaking webtoon. So they made a webtoon to describe the lore, to describe the story. But I already have one certain gripe. I don't know which of the 2 came first. Production of the story in this manga format, or production of the game assets. Because the very least they could have done is align the visuals of the cars to match the cars in game. Why I say that, we'll go to it in a bit. So okay, so not Instagram, and it is in Polish. And then that's the first frame. I wouldn't say it's a bit of a good establishing shot, but if we are to see it in anime format, the dude took a pic while in the plane, and then as soon as he clicks the shutter, it's already uploaded on his Instagram. And it says, translated, Hideo Garage and other people like this. And Tomasz, yeah, that is his name, Tomasz. Goodbye, Poland. Wait, sorry. My my intrusive habits back in my Like a Dragon and Judgment streams are already kicking in, so it's obligating me to dub this in a similar manner. So I remember how Nico B does... I forgot that name of the foreign guy in Steins Gate Zero. The one that goes Lentalo. But no, I'm not gonna do that anyway. Alright, a bit of a personal pet peeve of mine would be the art style. But I guess it is each to their own. And obviously the manga artist of this one is not a purebred Japanese person or someone who has done anime for most of his life. Framework and setting, yes, definitely very anime. The use of 3D car models to draw the cars is very Shigeno, I would at least say. And yeah, safe to say that this person is more vexed in the Western style. Or maybe it's a bit of a stylized choice. So, following on to panel 3, so the full name of our main character is Tomasz Stanowski. Right, and obviously he's gonna be dealing with the Japanese locals. Good to finally meet you in person. Now I'd like to see how you can drive. Hideo, just give me the case. Yeah, maybe that would work. That would work. So he gets the keys to an S15 Sylvia. By the way, reading assistant can be toggled on or off anytime. This is already a plus for me because back then, I believe in the demo, it was a fade in, fade out. This one, they decided the easy way. It's easier on the game. It's easier also to the eyes of the ones watching. So we have to hold this to close the webtoon. Right, tutorial track. Let's take a ride through the tutorial track. Here, you'll test your driving and drifting skills. And if things go sideways, I'll toss you a few tricks. By the way, I have already mapped out my... Wait, let's adjust a bit the volume of this. It's a bit on the loud side, I'll have to say. So, main audio. Overall, let's go 70. Don't worry, there is no dialogue here, so we don't need to worry much about that one. So I believe 70 would be fine. You know what? Sorry, I was not looking. Let us go 65. 60. Yeah, there we go. Okay, by the way, I am also using the Simcade setup, which means I only have ABS on. So, it's a bit of a better feeling. But if you are a beginner or someone who's trying drifting games for the first time, there is no shame in going the arcade route. Arcade route only has extra... arcade route only has some extra... assists. Turn on ESP, drift assist, brake assist to make things a bit easier for you. But me, I love to play things dangerously as long as it's a racing game. So I intentionally went the Simcade route. And also, I mapped it in a way that is classic PS2 era of playing racing games. So I have X as my accelerator, square as my brake, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is just the tutorial section, but I would also at least say it's a good way to execute it, and it is their one way to make it, you know, seamless. It's a shame though that this game does not have voice acting incorporated, because this long stretch of tutorial is a good way to establish world building between characters. Like, even if, say, an English person fakes a Japanese accent while trying so hard to speak English to someone who is clearly not Japanese, I wouldn't mind. It would be good world building, but at the same time, people may complain that it may sound hella cheesy, like Need for Speed levels of cheesy. To turn the steering wheel, so lengthen your drift. Okay. Okay, so this one is just reminding us to control our drifts in a section kind of like this. Also, since I am on a 3060, the performance of my GPU is, in correlation to the game, is set to high. So we won't be losing out much on frame rate, on graphics. So this is like peak fidelity. Well, I wouldn't say peak. There is high plus, but I'm not gonna go high plus just yet. I remember that corner in the demo. I would say though that the physics engine has greatly improved in comparison to the prologue early access free-to-play demo. Or so I thought. At least it's not a break to drift system. I would say that the physics are in between Assetto Corsa and the classic Genki games such as Kaido Battle. Like, you can really feel certain senses of speed, and I'm not supposed to hit that. Shingo! Do you mind? Oh yeah, if with traffic, you connect with them once, they stay there forever. Never mind. At least until you leave. Yeah, I'm more of a circuit guy. You can clearly tell. Seriously, this is a really long prologue trip. They really... Whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't mean to do that. I forgot, this is a drift car, so I'm not supposed to go to higher gears. If I want to continue sliding, I have to be on certain gear levels. Oh, clutch drifting, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot, clutch kicking. I'm safe. Or so I thought. I would say though, clutch kicking is a pretty advanced drifting skill. It's amazing and questionable how it is introduced this early. Okay, there we go. Now we got a smooth slide in. Power over. Do not get staged. 90-degree turn. I should break this Sylvia. This thing should be busted by now. Oh hey guys, look, we're in the setting of Mugen After Story. God, I need to revive that. Welcome to Totally Not Lake Haruna, the modern day version. Wait! I'm trying to read through the signboards. Oh, it just says Kaori's paint shop. Okay, so there's our goal right there. Ow. Oh, I kind of noticed that the characters have their own 3D models. That's neat. You'll count every 5 minutes. Don't worry, Rinichor. I skimmed through a couple of other people who have played the game. There's more modes other than just drifting. Okay, so he actually did crash. So us being an idiot driver earlier is canonical. Dude, you can't make it. Damn! So close! Don't worry about it. Look, I set up this place for you. And then he just keeps bowing. He obviously has little to no Japanese culture. I would say little. At least he knows the proper etiquette. You're bound to have jet lag, so why don't you tell me about what happened in Poland? It's a long story. We've got time. It was a tough season. My father, he died, leaving me with all this. Okay! By that opening statement alone, it's way better than MF Ghost. Okay, with a nice transition as well to make you feel you really are playing reading a manga. That is why I was out of the race for the championship, but I took a pole position for the final race. I held the position for a good while, fighting off a driver competing for the title. And then with 3 laps to go, I don't know what got into me. But maybe I keep thinking about my father too much. Wait. If I analyze this properly. Alright, so there's a Miat. One looks like some sort of Nissan Leopard. And I think the other... No, wait, it's not a Leopard. I think it's a Volvo. One's a Benz, the other one seems to be a Volvo. Alright, forgot. British League. European League. So... okay. So he rear-ended by not focusing, I guess. He got the lead, yeah. But it cost the race of another dude. So they ended up being in a fist fight. Thankfully, the driver got away unscathed. But I did cost him the title. And my license was revoked. So I cannot race in Europe for a year. Just a year? That's vehicular manslaughter! If we hadn't started texting back, then I would have probably gone crazy. But let's stop thinking about that. Time for a fresh start. I can't wait for another day. Okay, so I would at least say he has better characterization than Kanata would ever be. So he's obsessed with racing. He was part of an own racing league back in Europe. But he was suffering from some sort of depression syndrome during one of his championship races because his father died. Yeah, he inherited all the moolah, but at the same time, he breathes gas and drinks. He breathes gas and drinks oil. So he's that kind of driver. And by the way, yes, what you're hearing right now is Eurobeat. Who the heck is Kawabata? Just reminded about a drift lesson, come to Pira Park. Now you know how to drive. Open the map and set your destination in the nav system. So by the way, welcome to Le Map. Obviously, Haikama Lake is totally not Lake Haruna. But I have one question. What is a Tochigi map doing peculiarly close right next to Lake Haruna? Haikama Pass, okay. Obviously, anything that has a roundabout, it's like very reminiscent of the Need for Speed maps. I've seen enough Japan in both fiction, reality, and in vlog posts to know that roundabouts like these don't exist that much in Nippon. What else could we find here? Oh! Mount Akina starts right here, near Kiwada. No, wait. This is not Mount Akina, not Mount Haruna. It's Mount Tofu-na. Get it? Tofu-na. I'll see myself out. All right, at least they got the map full. It's a full take of the map. I have to give them props to that one. Sugoya is totally not Tsukuba. Tsukuba with a boil. It's Tsukuba with a boil. All right. I know they're trying to turn Tsukuba into a drift track by reducing the long straights and cover it with a big ass boil as another corner. But oh, okay. It's kind of weird though that we gain access to the entirety of the map. Wait, never mind. There seems to be an expansion here near Guntama Airport, or maybe that's just the airport. No. There is soon to be expansion. I can feel it, and I'm trying to zoom out, and only now that it hits me. Guntama Prefecture. Yeah, totally not Gunma. I'm trying to eye out if there are any other known maps here other than totally not Akina and totally not Enna Skyline. Again, what is Enna Skyline doing here? Alright, so this would be our main spot. And by the way, the one up top is an Ebisu track. Alright, so we're gonna follow. We're stuck in tutorial mode, so we have to follow the game. And I would at least try! Sorry! I would at least try to end the stream the moment we step out of tutorial. So, the reason why I'm familiar why this is the Lake Haruna other than Initial D is the sole fact I've done a lot of Google Map searching for as long as I can remember when I was developing Mugen After Story. This is a really good recreation of Mount Haruna's lake. The lake area at least. It's not 1:1, but the tightness is there. The lake is right there. We've seen the unique spaces. Cafe Suigetsu seems to be still alive. IRL. And also in my Speed Legend lore. So I would say they did an amazing job when it comes to map building. And it feels very, in a way, it feels very alive. Normally when people do open world maps like these, especially the likes of Need for Speed, they kind of leave out some details with regards to making the map as detailed as possible. Stop moving! Alright, Hideo set you up for drifting classes at the famous Kawabata School. It's where the best drifters in the whole prefecture train. Learn the ropes of controlled skids in a series of drift classes. Pangaea is back! Right, impressive, isn't it? Did you know that Dragon started his career here? What? Dragon rules! No one can drift like him! Someday, I'm going to beat him. Same way you beat my driveway? Well, at least they're trying to be humorous. I'll give them that. So that's a bit of a plus, okay? Hey, you're the guy from Europe that Hideo was talking about. I'm Satoru. I was about to say Satoru. That was like totally bad, not Japanese, trying to read Japanese type of mistake. I'm Satoru. We'll be training together. And this is my ride. But only for the time being. I'm saving for an M3. E36, E46, E92, F82. I'm kidding! We don't need to be that detailed. You hear someone say M3, you should go googly gagas. Toma. Tomash? Ready for your first lesson? Yeah, I'm giving him the Jason voice just because of the beard. Alright. Alright, main event driving school. Continuous drifts for 15 seconds, continuous drifts for 10, continuous drifts for 5. By the way, there's a difficulty adjustment here on the game, so I set it to hard. So this is free drifting. So I just have to continue in donuts for 15 seconds without trying my best not to skill issue. Is that gonna cost me? Oh yeah, they have GoPro cam, drift cam. Oh, by the way, did you hear the spool earlier? That was kind of cool. And of course, in car view. Sorry about that. It's locked into R3 button. So if I toggle the joystick, it kind of does that. We got dash cam view and in-car view. By the way, if you look closely on the hand physics, they did a really good job. Unlike back then in Rise of the Scorpion. Rise of the Scorpion was all over the place. This one, they learned. They had a lot of time to improve on it, and it is a good improvement. Oh, by the way, I've done 55 seconds already. Mission complete. 55-second drift. GG easy. I hope y'all can hear me amidst the Eurobeat playing and the UI. Okay, so this one was raised by Rinichor earlier on chat. So wait, you know what? Let me chat box. Also, a bit of a minus. I know games like Goddess of Victory Nikkei covered this. They have the toggle option that whenever you click out of the window in the PC version, the audio still continues. Here, because it is a PC game, like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza never had this problem, nor the Infinite Wealth either. But this one, this is like very classic issue of when you click out of the window, the music just stops. I wish the music just continues. So okay, going back to what Rinichor mentioned, is it only just drifting here in JDM? And the answer is, well, no. There's drifting, there's grip, and there's even drag racing. Yeah, drag racing in a drift game, but obviously they're just gonna do drag racing. For example, we do this. It's time for drag race. It's all about speed, speed above all else. The goal is simple. Be the first to cross the line. Every fraction of a second counts. To maximize traction, your tires need heat. Burn some rubber before the start. Keep your revs in the right zone until the countdown hits 0. Okay, so it's a bit like Pro Street, CSR, CSR2, and other drag racing games in between. So let's try to aim for less than 9.4 seconds. Oh, so that's how you heat up your tires. No. Okay, it's good.
3, 2, 1.
No, alright, forgot. I was expecting NOS. That was a bronze. Alright, so that was drag, and we also have grip racing. By the way, this Evo is not licensed. Oh yeah, the ODM started impersonating the demon. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so 25-second grip run.
3, 2, 1.
I lost time by staying in neutral. What a rookie mistake. That was 24. Did I ace it? All right, so there's even for drift class as well, but we're not gonna delve further into that. We're gonna exit. We're gonna exit. There's no point. We just got introduced to the drift school. That's the main point of that quote unquote mission. By the way, if you're liking this soon to be short stream, don't forget to leave a like and share to a lot of your friends. I'm waiting for you at the sushi bar. Time to get to work. Who the hell are you people in my phone? Pressing RB. Oh, there we go. So we get a phone. This is very GTA 5, okay? Even how the menu, how the game freezes feels very GTA 5. So here, oh, there's 5 chapters. Is that a woman? So even in careers, oh my, I'm sorry, I forgot. I still got my Paripi Komi profile pic on my Steam. So your progression is there. Telemetry. Okay. I've not completed any missions. Come back later. You nearly spoiled me there. So yeah, these are the main ones. Is that Daiki? So we got drift, drag, grip, and special. We cannot look at those yet, obviously. And messages, we got Kawabata and Keiko. Oh, it's kind of unique how the timestamp of the text messages is exactly aligned to your PC clock. That is actually quite neat. Really makes you feel immersed. It does not feel like you are in a separate world, like it aligns to your world in a way. Alright, so let's follow the map. Should leave my fingers out of the right analog stick to not abuse and give us motion sickness whenever I accidentally press it. Yeah, even in Syncade mode, the drift physics, the game physics, is leagues better than the early release version. Safe. But yeah, now that somebody mentioned it, playing here is similar to how Racing Master executes it. You want to do a proper drift? Handbrake. Racing Master, want to do a proper brake? Handbrake. But obviously, it's, again, for my personal vibe check, it leans closer to Kaido Battle. Oh wait, I overclocked it. So it's not in this corner. It's here. Try not to crash it. This is not mine. Yeah, it actually looks really good. Fictitious Japan mod, sure, but graphics, the gameplay, the immersion, the Wii, the UI. Right, you can't live on sports alone. You need to make a living too. Hideo got you a job in a famous sushi chain, Turbo Tuna House. You meet Mr. You meet my tongue. You meet Mr. Tanaka and his daughter Keiko. The girl mispronounces your name, calling you Toma, which becomes your official Japanese name. You get to know your delivery car, a Nissan Laurel. The ostensibly battered car turns out to be a real sleeper. Okay, to be fair, the art style may not be my cup of tea, but I would at least say it's way better. Okay, sorry. This is shade. This is a shady comment, but this is at least way better than how MF Ghost was drawn. The characters, at least. Keiko, this is Thomas Z. I've told her about him. I've heard you're looking for fast drivers. He will do. Toma? Toma? Toma. Is that how you pronounce it? Nice to meet you, Toma. Ha! Toma! You got a new nickname! What's next, Tomato? Dad, this is Toma! Are we still looking for a driver? How about him? Please, Daddy, please, 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 please. Alright. But you will be the one to show and explain everything that you do to him. Thank you, Daddy! Okay, I'm seeing already on panel 7. This is one of the quirks that Tomash would be known for, at least story-wise. For someone who cares about the story, like me, I would say this is a good way to introduce a foreign protagonist. Not give him a language barrier like Kanata, who's totally cardboard, by the way. Wait. Thank you, Yamato-san. I won't let you down. And then suddenly he just bangs his head into the counter, and he stands up with a bruise in his forehead. Then congratulations on a new job. Let's see what you can do, young man. Ta-da! This is your delivery car. I'll start with an oil change and... wait, what? What? Is this a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6 with mint condition? What a beauty! Dad knows his stuff. He used to race himself, so he takes good care of their cars. Our cars are serviced by Sakata, the best mechanic in town. Nice! Can it start right now? You know what? I'm looking again at this Laurel and... whoo-wee! They were not subtle. They were not subtle when they're trying to do an initial D reference without saying tofu. Just look at this thing! How the side plate is split. Okay, you know what they're doing? The common mistake that every initial D livery maker does, but I'll take it because this is not the Hachiroku. By the way, is it really a VG30? Because it's Tomash just mentioned it. It was it's a 3 inline 6. He didn't say V6. But also, going back to putting shade on this Laurel. Okay, Turbo Tuna House, original. Okay, I'm not seeing a beat up tofu shop, but two-tone Laurel, carbon hood, totally not Watanabe RS. Engine swap, Eurobeat. Yeah, this is not an initial D reference. But the reason why I'm not that mad is because look at the top. Look at the top, guys. Doesn't this give you flashbacks of Initial D Special Stage Mission 1? The one with the water. Ow! Woo! What a bad way to start day 1 on the job. Oh my god, I need to keep going. My delivery style just drops. Ah! Ow. Oh my god, it's health. According to this mission, I have to deliver this tofu in a stylish manner. Ah, not the tree. I forgot clutch kick. Clutch kick ain't working. This is heavy AF. Ah, no. Did that score? No? At least the sushi is still okay. It's almost still kinda okay. Okay, mission complete. Sushi, Jesus Christ, that money. At least the sushi's okay. Alright? We didn't mess up the job. A clutch kick is to throw the rear end to a better slide, especially if you're gripping too much. That's what I was trying to do with this thing. Apparently it does not work with its heavy as balls. Fresh delivery from Turbo Tuna House. Enjoy. Have a nice day. And then the moment he delivers, suddenly street racers pass by him and Tomash's racing boner kicks in. The racing! I've got to go and see! So they're doing donuts in the roundabout where they were at. Ah, so it's you, Satoru. Do you race often? Why? You want to join in? I shouldn't, but it's a company car. But it wouldn't hurt to check its limits before the next delivery. Alright, we're being a troublemaker now. Our first race, and I need to remember next time. Why is Bloken a Hakosuka Bosozoku style? I meant to do that. Kidding, I'm not. I am a good Polish man in Japan. I should not be doing any of these monstrosities. Wait, did we just enter the drift park? Ow, 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 ow! Not gonna let Rozu have his way. So if you see points in your upper right, that is obviously a drift battle. And the way to win a drift battle is simply rack more points than the enemy. And by the way, those RPM shifts are heavy as balls. $100,000, really? At least we're doing good so far for this tutorial. Okay, by the way, this game is installed in my solid state drive. So that would be something a bit of a minus for this game currently. It needs a bit more optimization when it comes to loading. It should be as fast as something like Racing Master if it's installed on an SSD. If it's on an HHD, I can understand that. Delivery car with the Tuna House logo. I don't know anyone who drives like that. Yeah, must be someone new. You're in big trouble, young man. Oh, sorry. Wrong voice. You're in big trouble, young man. Tachi is a newcomer. He hasn't learned our ways yet. You're lucky Tanaka isn't going to press charges for stealing a company car. Stealing the car? Is that it? I was on a delivery. Is it an Unreal Engine 5? I think? That's not it. Keep racing. We're going to catch you eventually. Racing? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll keep an eye on him, Dad.
I know I shouldn't, but... I should have seen it coming. Commissioner Yamamoto won't let go. You won't either. You need a car. How much money do you have? Not much. Counting today's paycheck, that would be 800,000 yen. Let's start with a used car. After a few wins, I can get something better. I've got the perfect old car for you.
I'll help if you take me racing with you.
Sure thing. It's kind of sad that the manga's only 2 pages long. I want the manga scenes in between chapters to be at least 3 times, or at least 3 pages minimum. Okay, the fact that we cannot no longer use the Laurel were thrown into the dealer. Kensuke Baisho, welcome. Welcome to the car dealership. Here you can buy any of the available cars or schedule a test drive. If you know where that reference was, it was from Sister Leveling, what they did with Chairman Go. Done by the Anime Boys. Okay, so we are, as with any racing game with a story, they lock you in crap boxes. And we're thrown into... By the way, this is a big pet peeve of mine. Imagine a content creator who is normally known for cars to misidentify a car. Right? I'm not afraid to name drop, but it's Kingdom 12, right? He looks at this and calls it a Trueno. I am triggered. I am livid. That's a Levin. Alright? You Nickelback looking mother... It's meant to be a Levin, but there's also the GTA name for it. And obviously the Toyota license is not accessible. So we're calling this the Alfa Moriyamo. Okay, and I know the name is a homage to Noriyaro. That one content creator who has a beat up Levin. Levin! Not the Trueno. Levin. And yes, we're forced to buy the car. Great. The car is now yours. If you need help or if you want to take another car for a test drive, I'll be around. It's a shame though that I was not able to secure that snapshot of Tomash with the Levin. So this is a good time for us to actually look at the car lineup. So by the way, looking at the specs, this is a Hachiroku Levin. Coupe, by the way. Not the hatchback. I wondered if you can convert this to a hatchback or not. Because if you look closely at the power, it's at 175 horsepower. So it's very beefy on the power department. So it's safe to say this is a used vehicle with a bit of some bore ups compared to the standard 135 horsepower. But they do have access to the Honda ACT truck. Because other than the fact that it's used by traffic, why the hell not to be used by the player? We also have the DX Honda Civic. The one before the EG. This is Cool Vibrations before Cool Vibrations. By the way, I love the menu music. We need more of this. Oh, this is a rare sight to behold. Not too many people have showcased the Honda Beat in a game. Especially in a next-gen game. This is the first, and I like the fact that they showcased it. Have I checked out the Countach manga? I've read a few panels of it, but I would not say I have read it. But I am familiar with the title. And we have, ooh, this is what I liked, okay? The AP1 S2000, I would pick it any day over the AP2. And it's not just because of God Hand. Alright? Bigger reason for me is Gran Turismo 2. And aesthetically speaking, the AP1 looks way better for me than the AP2 would ever be. Also, by the way, you can turn on or off the lights. You can also test drive these, by the way. But this is the big surprise, honestly. They have the NC1 Honda NSX. And although the NSX is iconically introduced in black, silver, or red, they went up and beyond and gave you the NSX Type S Special Edition Orange on an NC1 when it's meant to be on the NC2. So that's a big plus. Getting the NSX in this game is an absolute plus for me. So the other license brand that they got next to Honda is, oh, by the way, yeah, they even I think this is like a requirement approval number. Mazda says you can use our vehicles, but you have to put the approval number on the screen. So starting off, they got the NA Miata, a rare sight to behold, the NB Miata. They also got the RX-7 FC, and if we look at the rear taillights, yes, this is the JDM version, not the first generation GTX, not the USDM version limited, unlike what the Crew Motorfest did. This is the correct FC for the local Japanese market. This is the FC that we should have gotten in the Crew Motorfest. However, if we look at the power, this is not the GTX. This is not the Infinite 3. This is the very lowest trim of the FC. And also, there is no air intake on the hood. But I'm pretty sure we could modify it to look like a Savannah Infinite 3, the Rio Sock look. But if you look at the power band, yeah, it's kind of low. I'm not so sure if there was like a non-turbocharged version of the FC in the market. If it does, it may be this. But again, another one, a better pick. Not the more gas-efficient, less prone to damage second-generation RX-8. The sexier Cinderella Senpai approved first-generation RX-8 is what they chose here. First, it was TXR 2025. Now it's Japanese Driftmaster. That is an absolute plus for me. And they have the facelift version of the FD RX-7 with the 1999 front bumper. However, what irks me is the fact that it comes wingless, but I'm pretty sure you can buy the wing in the customization shop. And then the next car model that they got available, they have the Nissan Silvia S13 for starters, the RP S13 Queen. Okay, this is... Normally when you see a Silvia, you would expect the KS, the King's variant. But the Queen? Entry level, sure. Non-turbo, sure. This is a good kind of upset. And then next one, you got the 2000 GTR, the Hakosuka. I would not call it the Hakoska. Hakosuka. You know what? I did an oopsie. I did a mistake again in my Japanese pronunciations. It's Hakoska. But this is one of the better surprises. For those unfamiliar, the Nissan Laurel C35 from 1997 is one of the OG VIP cars next to the Aristo, the Mach 2, and the Chaser. Alright? If you're not familiar with the Laurel lineup or the Gloria for that matter, and you call yourself a car junkie familiar with VIP stance tuning, you are a liar. The better one, the Koki. Again, the Zenki is what people are more familiar with, but miles above and beyond, the Koki would always be the better looking one. Alright? Not just because of lore reasons, but because look at that front bumper. I mean, just look at it. At least you do not look like a tanned Japanese underage simp for someone riding a rotary. I would say this is rare because Kaido Battle lock this car behind the used car dealer on certain dates, but gaining access early to the S30 Nissan Fairlady Z is always a good welcome. So if you're itching to do a Akuma no Zeto build for cripes and giggles, this is good. This is a good pick. The Nissan S15 with the optional front bumper. Hello! In blue. Alright, in Speed Legend lore, this kit is a walking spoiler. I wish they had the original off-the-dealer non-optional front bumper instead. But if this is the front bumper that they chose to go with, who am I to complain? And of course, it won't be complete to attract the non-Japanese domestic market if it weren't for the car that took the American and the overseas market by storm. The Nissan Z33, the 2004 model, not the 2005 with the head bump in the hood. 2003-2004 was the better choice, and they chose right. Good job on the JDM team. But of course, to satisfy the new gens, they also have the Z34. And of course, my baby girl, the GTR 34 is in here. And I've seen videos. The Z-Tune kit is accessible to this. Bro, it has the single exhaust tip. Are you kidding me? This is pre-modified. And of course, to cater to the new gens, they also have the 400Z. The Z35. Whoa, wait! Just called it a 400Z. Is it really also a Z34? Could somebody on chat validate to me if the 370 and the 400Z both share the Z34 body chassis code? And then for the next dealer, the next manufacturer that they got is... There we go, RZ34. They missed the R. I hope the devs see this and correct it before the next patch update. It's supposed to be RZ34, not just Z34, to distinguish it from the 370. Okay, next one is we got the Subaru BRZ, the ZC6, not the ZN6 for the Toyota 86. But it has a Toyota 86 optional wing, which I think is also available in Subaru. So if you want to do a close MF Ghost build, obviously you're going to do the NFS Unbound route and get a Subi instead. And the next gen, the one platform based off for the GR Yaris, the 2022 BRZ is also available, and the horsepower difference is quite big as well. Imprezas, another rare sight is to see the Bug Eye. Normally, people will drool after the GC8, but going for not the GC8 is the better choice. And then we got the GRB, the hatchback. I believe this is the second release because of the bumper. The first release does not have the headlamps on the bumper. And they also have Mitsubishi, but under the name Yotsuhoshi, my bad. It is obviously unlicensed. They could have done without the badge logo. They could have just left it grillless. Another gripe. I know it's also the CT9A, but people mistag this as an Evo 9. How dare you? Look at the front. That is a bona fide Evo 8. To call this an Evo 9 is sacrilegious. Whoever you are, please apologize to the LAN Evo community. Give and take, it has a bit close to the Evo 9 rear taillights, but that is shared between the Evo 8 MR and the Evo 9. The rear bumper clearly says Evo 8. So don't you dare call this an Evo 9. Just because they share the same chassis. And the last car that we can actually see is the Shadow, aka the GTO. This is the Z1 5A. The one with pop-up headlights, the one with active aero, the 1992 model, the first OP car you can get your hands on in Gran Turismo 1. So, not much of an extensive car list, given that they are still working on the licensing with the others, especially the likes of Mitsubishi and Toyota, but it is off to a good start for this team. So let's get out of the dealer. By the way, I love the menu music. The drum step, the jazz, very chill. I could just stay in the dealer and, if only you could alt-tab out of the game while letting the music play in the background, it is a good way to, just vibe, just chill. It's fitting and not fitting at the same time that it's Eurobeat and we're in the Topomobile. We can come in and out of the dealer whenever we want. Hush game, I know where I'm going. By the way, I think this is AI generated Eurobeat or done by an infamous composer. It's a good way to avoid AVEX bot. At least they got the proper 4AGE engine sounds. Nah. Oops! I didn't mean to press the menu! Alright, now that we're in a low-class machine, we can do the clutch kick much better! Also, I would prefer drifting with the Levin more than I do with the S15. Low power is easier to control power slides and drifts with. I say that and then I just spin out like a dumbass. Is that a Mach through? You go to your first drift qualifiers, you've managed to buy your first car. Keiko persuaded you to take her with you. It turns out she's an influencer and posts vlogs from drift events. The girl offers to make a series of videos at the start of your career in Japan. Yo! Traffic, chill! I wonder though, do these top-up Miatas, could you raise the roof? Or install the roof? Oh, by the way, it says on the bottom left, you can replay completed races. So that's good for replayability.
Toma! I'm happy we're going together. I thought I could run a vlog and record the start of your career in Japan. Kaori agreed to design our logo. Have you thought about the name? I got a few ideas. Do you want to hear them?
Sure.
This is Keiko Kawa, straight from Toge. Blah, 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 blah. Here's, Thomas the Freight Train? No, wait, that's not right. Oh, here's Toma. Blah, blah, subscribe and keep sending those hearts and shares.
You know what? It's a bit of a pet peeve of us on a story aspect for me. I wish these other characters that, Kaori, Satoru are introducing, the Toma be like, what are you talking about? Street drift. Get more drift points than your rivals. get the finish line within a time limit.
3、2、1。
Oh, it's the same guys from last time, with an S13 added to the mix. Ah! S13B messing. Launch kick. Oh my god, double digits what? I just realized, oh my god, I think I set up myself for failure. Yeah, that's actually true, Mad Max 55777. This is what most Forza Horizoners wish the next Forza Horizon would look like. Right, time to get good with drifting then. Maybe the next time I showcase this, I should be in a wheel.
3、2、1。
So I have to manji drift aimlessly and endlessly to increase my multiplier. No! My multiplier! No! Monica! Hayato, what the F? Okay, maybe I may be gatekeeping myself with a crab box. I thought this was easy. How can you when suddenly Hayato spikes up to 20k? I know, right?
3、2、1。
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna let these boys lead. Okay, so I got to at least hit 20 thou in a similar manner. Ah! No! My multiplier! No, I'm in hard difficulty actually. I'm in hard difficulty. I lose this next round, I'm dropping it down to normal. That's a huge spike between normal and hard though. It was just a straight road and then suddenly Hayato just spikes.
1。
I wish they had some sort of mechanic like in grid 1 where if you're in the lead, your multiplier just, well, multiplies. come on, it's impossible. It's impossible. Okay, they're down to 11,000, then the absurd 20,000, but still impossible. Canonically accurate lemon drip performance. I wonder though if I could change the difficulty here while in the mission. Or do I have to exit the mission?
3、2、1。
Options. Game. Oh no. Oh no, wait, there it is. Now, please don't give me a difficulty spike. Yes, good. Try to spin me out. I double dare you. No. No, don't clock out. Damn it. Oh, come on. Oh wait, I think I need to restart after changing the difficulty. Okay. One last. But Jesus Christ, maybe I need to drop it to easy mode or switch to arcade mode just to get more drift points in.
3、2、1。
Oh, thanks a lot for ruining my score, Rozu. I mean Hayato. Oh, so if I have more angle, the multiplier turns faster. No, don't bank it. Don't bank it. Don't bank it. Don't hit the wall. Oh, thank you. Thank you to the S13 for hitting me. There we go. 14,000. At least not as obnoxious as the 20,000 earlier. That S13 saved my takas. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they put the Mitsuoka Orochi. I mean, it is a local staple in the world building. Your first official win. Way to go. Huh. Guardian and a poor loser, you're two of a kind. Yeah, I'm giving him the Kiryu voice.
Is this knucklehead bothering you?
Are you talking about me?
Are you dumb and deaf?
Sure.
Finally, he's gone. Want some stickers? I'm Kaori. I race too, but my car's being repaired. Keiko mentioned that you need a logo and a livery for your car. I got a few ideas. That guy is Hattori Hasashi, also known as Scorpion. You need to train hard to beat that jerk.
Yeah, the worst prologue protagonist ever. Now, where do I go? No, stop showing me this.
Tom, I'll never get over your first official challenge. You promised you'd take me with you.
Dude, there's an official challenge. Tuner shop is unlocked. I was looking at my phone, okay? Bite me. Missions. Your first time. Event 4. Huh? Oh! So everything prior to that was a tutorial. Wait. I thought his name was Tomasz. What is this Tomek? Your name is Tomek, and you arrived in Japan to realize your dream of becoming a drifter in the land of the rising sun. At the airport, you're greeted by your online friend Hideo. He asks you to show your drifting skills in his car. Okay, now I see it. Okay, maybe if I let the game play. Sushi delivery. What? Sushi huh? Sushi what? Oh, I can navigate Turbo Toon House. You know what? Let's go back. Don't mind me, just doing donuts. Oh no, wait, what? This is not where I wanted to go. I went the wrong way this entire time. Again, I like how the game is world built here. I wouldn't mind if there's like a camera mode in a future patch. Better yet, if there's a film director mode. Game devs, if you're listening to this, it would be a good post-launch update. Ow, ow. Wait, where am I going? Oh, right. The training. I thought I could do the sushi delivery. I was wrong. Ah! I should stop drifting in the left and the right lane. Bite me, game. This is just a radio station, mind you. There are others. They have funk, they have J-rock, J-pop, EDM. But I like the Eurobeat station, and it fits well with the vibe here in this world. You go to a training in Pira Park where you learn to drive the drift battle mode. Then you meet a local bully who blames Hideo for bringing a gaijin to the Japanese drift scene. Prove you're worthy of competing in professional events. This is Japanese racing. Outrun this! You're afraid he... Okay, we need some context at least. We really need some context why not Mortal Kombat Reject is beating a fight with Hideo. Alright, so this Japanese racing, you might afraid he might outrun you, outrun this, and then thwacks him down, MK style. It's weird. That we went from that, and then suddenly he's resting at the back of a Laurel. That's enough. If you're so tough, why don't we go head to head on the track? You don't think I'm gonna race with some amateur driving a rust bucket? Yeah, that could have been done better. These are one of the lows of the story.
3、2、1。
If you're doing it, I was gonna say, if you're doing it on a drift track, it should be like much easier. Am I not supposed to? Ah! Wait, you know what? I think I need to retry. Also, torture myself. So, drift battle, by the way, you need stay close to your rival while imitating their drift. Don't let the rival get away more than 25 meters or you'll be disqualified. Get more drift points than your rival.
3, 2, 1.
Why am I faster than a drift tune, Sylvia, that's driving so butt-ass slow? At least the good part is I'm not getting penalized for hitting his ass. No, I'm not supposed to help him drift! Okay, there we go. It's weird that I overtook him at the last moment and still able to get more points. So it's a bit on the iffy side on the game system, and also they need to improve the AI. I wouldn't mind if there's some sort of rubber banding where the AI leading suddenly gets a spurt of acceleration when you drift, because the objective is to not pass him. So okay, so there's some friction already happening on panel 1. You want to race him. We need a professional team, a good mechanic, a manager, a sponsor.
You've already got a manager, me!
We got a mechanic too. So we only need a sponsor.
I have an idea. How about sushi?
Again, we need more context in this. Again at Pira Park? Ain't I already here? Keiko convinces Tanaka to sponsor your team. But you need to prove to him he wouldn't be investing in a lost cause. Show him what you can do in a friendly race against Satoru. Yeah, that is correct, Zeiss. Again, it's one of the unique gimmicks, but I would also say that it would have been much better executed even for the tutorial segment, the early parts of the game. I wouldn't mind if there is some rubber banding to compensate, because it is a struggle to stay behind a very but slow drift car. It wasn't my idea.
Think about it, Daddy. With the slogan, the fastest delivery with the Drift Master, the sushi market will be ours.
Fine, but I have to see her drive first.
That's perfect. There's a race at Pira Park this weekend.
Okay, again, ineptitude, but I'll forgive him for being a foreigner. And I would like it better if it was a running gag for Tomasz, that every time he bows exaggeratedly like this, he ends up hitting anything and everything. Also, why do I hear deep frying happening in a sushi shop? Okay, this one I can overtake.
Ichi.
Okay, so clutch kicking actually helps keep your drift intact. I said that and suddenly I lost all my drift points. What the heck? I can recover. I'll try my best to. I'll take the L if needed. I'm not taking the L, I'm retrying.
San. Ichi.
At least the boy has dreams. We're not starting off overpowered. Like his overpoweredness is just relative to the skill of the player, and that's good. No! Why? I lost all my drift points. This is torture, and I like it.
San. Ichi.
Hit me more. Oh wow, if you're leading, suddenly the AI drops. Both points end in the lead. Just gotta hold this slide. Yes, there we go. Wow, what a tight one. What a tight one. 54,000. Okay, so I might actually need some power to hold the slides better, but I'm trying my best not to, spend. The game's off to a good start, I would at least say. There are certain points where you do get locked in with respects to trying to improve, and I like that. Not everything is spoon-fed to you. You're amazing. That's my old car, and you outpaced me in that clunker. Roma, you impressed me. I'll be your sponsor.
And so the sushi team begins its journey.
Again, the mangas need a bit more work to establish better world building.
Be careful, Hatri's challenge is serious. The race is about to begin.
Where is it though? every time I look at the menu, I end up crashing to somebody. Missions. Friendly. No. I wish there was a way to sort the missions out according to order, regardless of game type. No, bring the Eurobeat back. There. Oh, there's the Hattori challenge right now. A professional drifter is born. Face Hattori, a professional drifter who despises you and your crew. Let your skills speak for you. This is a technical race on a track that belongs to your rival. That does not belong in this prefecture. But you know what? We're gonna go to... We're gonna go to the paint shop first. My 11 looks like ass. At least the front is okay. But the rest look like ass. I wonder if there's a way to retain the front bumper though. The two-tone look. Because I kind of expect this to actually lose out. As soon as I update. Once photo mode is out, I'm gonna enjoy taking screenshots. I mean, pictures for Mugen After Story to improve the UIs, to improve the environment shots. Underglow. Oh, nice. We can go the black limited, the blue, Rage silver. Which one's canon for Tomash here? Is it white or is it this? But at least we're giving it a better coat of paint now. I'd go with this, paler white. Also, is there an option to change the plate number or is it locked per vehicle? I have a feeling it's gonna be on the latter. It's not as intensive as TXR just yet. There we go. At least I don't look stupidly broken. Damn it, I should stop looking at my smartphone like that. You know what? Let's adjust the key bindings. I do not need to press R1 every time just to see my progress. Yeah, this is better off. No. No. There we go. What was that? So that's already my change camera view. R1 should be the right shoulder should be my clutch kick. Clutch. And change camera view is there. Okay. No, I failed to save. Damn it. Again. So first I have to establish is smartphone should be this first. And then I change clutch with right shoulder. So right shoulder should be change camera view. Where's change camera view? There. So smartphone is no, wait. Change camera. So this one should be no. Thumbstick button. There we go. Thumbstick button, change camera, and right shoulder. There. What? Oh, come on! An Unreal Engine crash has just... God damn it. We're not done. We're not done. I just have to load it up again. Wow, the first crash ever. And yes, it is confirmed to be an Unreal Engine made game. There we go, Unreal Engine with 4 Divinity. Yeah, this seems to be an area that we're not familiar with. Oh, by the way, your progress carries over. So wherever you stop in the career is where you get to continue. So that's why I'm documenting this via my stream so that I don't forget. There we go. There we go. Now I feel much more alive. Now I can control things way much better now. Am I missing anything? None. Alright. So now with a new paint job and only that, we can now face off against Scorpion from Temu. A bit of some practice up this hill. Again, and a skyline in Gunma. This is like the weirdest. Yeah, the map is quite big. And I believe this is the last mission that we'll do, and then I will end the stream. Kind of weird it's done at Enna Pass, yet it's all like a official drift event. Not reading those that Keiko is saying. Be careful. It's one of the most technically demanding races. Dio's right. Watch out, Gaijin. This will be your last race. Finish first and get more drifts than Hattori. Oh my god, that's the same one from the prologue.
Ichi.
And he's just as bad as us! I gotta get ahead of him so that I will not be, you know, blinded by smog. Again. So the big challenge here is The big challenge here for me is my Hachiroku is bone stock. I only did a paint job and that's it. Though I know canonically, Toma would level up to an FD.
3、2、1。
Again. One more. How's the game compared to its beta version? Way better, actually. I'm surprised it was way better.
2、1。
It has a bit of some difficulty spikes, I would at least say. But it's nothing a little bit of skill improvements could handle. Ah! How far are we? Ow. Ow. How am I keeping up with him? Boom! destroying this bloke in an 8611 unmodified. When is this race gonna end? Ow. Oh, there's the goal. First chapter complete. What? That was the first chapter? We didn't even have some sort of build-up other than that just one little moment? That was chapter 1 already? What? I mean, I know Hattori was a badly written character, but it doesn't mean we're not gonna get... Oh, come on. The last panel, his 350Z was a stock body. Now he has the Veil side kit? That wasn't a neck-to-neck finish. It was close, but you won.
And this is only the beginning.
Moron, the car was poorly tuned. Oh, it's Marin. What am I paying you for?
Honey, it's okay. You'll win the next one.
Take those tools of yours, get out of here. I am a Hasashi. We never lose. And you know what? It should have been better if it was written I am a Hasashi instead of I am Hasashi. Because he is not speaking on behalf of the family. He's part of the family, but he does not represent the family. And of course, he bitch slaps her.
Owie, are you alright? Come on, I'll drive you home.
And of course, our Polish boy is also... he very anger. I'm screen capping that for obvious reasons. Okay, so that is the final clash between Hasashi and Tomash. Great, now you know how to drive. Open the map and set your destination in the navigation system. Tomash, so you're driving. I'm challenging you to a time attack. Whoo! New garage unlocked? Switch to another purchased car. You can also use fast travel between garages. We can change car, but we do not have a car to change to. But we can jump into the tuner shop whenever we like. So let's actually see what we can install, and obviously what we cannot. So we have a drag kit for body kits. This is the TRD kit. I wonder if there's a Trueno conversion. This is the TRD N1. Wow, I'm glad that they're so in-depth with this. Obviously, this is the only thing I'm going to invest on. New wheels. Let's give this... Where's the spiky spike? Oh no, wait, it's at a higher level. Where's the there? No, that's deep dish. I don't want the deep dish spiky spikies. Watanabe, the wannabes. Alright, you know what? We're kind of limited on those, so I would... Nah, the tires is what irks me though. Oh, great. They're doing the same thing as what TXR did. Again, I wish the carbon hood was a separate an option to, you know, do it on your car after picking a hood design. That includes the stock one, the stock hood. The Ursar, aka the Eraser. This is obviously a Trueno front bumper. What's it doing here? Race style. Door sills or side skirts. It's all Why is it all carbon? I'll buy that. Rear bumper, no. We can black out the rear lights though. Exhaust tips. Teardrop. Oh my good lord. The biggin. Hi, dejected angel. Alright, so it's a bit weird on the installation part, but I'd like it better than the stock. You know what? It's growing on me. I'll leave it stock since it's just a cosmetic upgrade. But the wheels, I need different tires. Hello? What? My thing is... Sorry about that, guys. My thing is kinda... Oh, there we go. It's stabilized. Yeah, I've heard of over-rev. You know what? We'll just go with these. 42,000! Telemetry? Huh? A little bit of an upgrade, so... Catback exhaust brings me up to, let's see, sports muffler would be nice. Slow progression, alright? We're gonna do a slow progression. Oh, that's all of this is on power. Okay. Piggyback ECU. Suspension. Let's lower the springs a bit. Stiffer sway bars. I'm burning up my money like this. Straight angle kit. Steering system. Maybe it increases my drift angle and control. Sports clutch. Yes, I need that. Differential. Nah, not the differential for now. But I need brake pads. Yes, give me the brake kit. Tires. Oh, that's nice. Street tires, alright. Yeah, no, if you know me, I don't play with nitro. Right, we slightly modified the 8.6, and from here on out, we're not gonna modify it any further. You can also set up the car, but we're not gonna do that. So that time attack challenge, we'll settle that one, and then we will officially end live. By the way, on the 25th, I would be doing another live outside of Like a Dragon and possibly Lost Judgment career. No. Mission. You know what? I'll just check on the map. Where is that new one? Time is your greatest enemy, but you got a moment to prove you're the best. Simple bet. Make it or lose. What? 60,000 with a bet multiplier? Hello? Ow. Gotta at least try this out. Too fast. Oh, you know what? Let's switch that one as well. Clutch is... Let's switch it over to here. The nitrous should be... right shoulder. And then save. There we go. Now I played the same way how I do it in Tokyo Drift. That was too much. Oh, that was sweet. Okay, the last mission of this playthrough. Gas station. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go. I'm betting that. Is this a replay? Is this a replayable challenge? Because if it is, this is a good way to grind money. Finish the race in less than 194, okay? So 3 minutes on the clock. Ah! Oh, you cannot restart. That is dirty. Understandable, but dirty. Ah! If this is just looping around Lake Haruna, I swear. I should be dead by that. Somewhat, yeah. It makes it a little more slippery. I have 1 minute left. 1 minute and 14. Yeah, so this is a loop around the lake. Oh! Jump! Oh my god, it is a loop around the lake! Brakes work! Almost there. Just need to make it in before the 14-second mark. Ha! GG's. Give me my 170. What? Hey, yo. Please tell me that's a replayable mission, because if it is, my god, it is such a broken grinding spot. At least for early game. Is it? Is it? Oh no, it isn't. Oh, they jump around, they change modes. That is unique. Let's see, if we go to missions, I think that's under special. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's a one-off thing and it jumps around. Okay, I am shocked. I am surprised. I just gained back all the money I spent on this car. But you know what? I'm kind of content with the progression that we've done so far. And if we follow that map, Oh no, wait, it pushes us back. It pushes us back here because we pressed the button. So along our progression, we get to unlock certain houses. And it's unique, and it's cool that each one gets its own splash art. And we can go to Turbo Sushi, and we can even fast travel. We can fast travel to in between our safe houses. What does car proficiency do? Car proficiency lets you know how long have you been driving or drifting with said car, and it helps you unlock parts, performance and visual parts for your car. It is a progression lock per vehicle. So for example, I buy a new car, that same progression cannot be carried over. I need to do it again on my own car. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, it's Crazy Eats but with cars. But you know what? I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I'm gonna end it right here. So that concludes this premiere live of JDM, Japanese Drift Master. And I would say it did a lot of things way better than I thought it would, but at the same time, it did some stuff that are still a bit questionable and need some buffing out. But overall, I like the experience. I love the play-by-play, etc. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, usual live stream happens on Fridays, like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. If today's the 22nd, the 25th is a Sunday. If it times out earlier than I hoped it would mean that Sunday would be a Gundam stream. It's gonna be Seed Sundays. I'll see if I can make some time to move the Lost Judgment stream to Saturday if my time permits it. But Gundam Seed takes priority on Sunday. But anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you all in the next live stream come this Sunday, and I hope you all enjoyed Japanese Drift Master JDM.